Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. Today I'm making a Danish pastel bedroom. Within that I've also done the cubbyhole bed trick. Did I show it in the video? I think I did show it in the video. I have a video on this. It's got quite a lot of views on the shorts version, and I have done a longer version, and a lot of people in the shorts version are like, but you could just do this, you could do that. I've tried everything that they'd already said way beforehand, and this is the only way that you can do it, and that is because beds aren't functional in front of archways, so you have to place them one tile back. So you make a fake bed by doing two overlapping, but you have to put the one that's closer to the archway in the basement. So that's just the gist of it, and then I just cover it with these kitchen cabinets, and your sim does just walk through that front bed, which is super annoying, but I don't ever play the game, so it doesn't really bother me. I was testing things out to see if you could do it half a tile away, and you could, but then you have a massive gap on the other side. I also want to apologise if you hear any weird chewing in the background. My dog is just chilling on the floor chewing her toy. I also placed the kitchen cabinet things that go along the top, all along the wall in the top, but I used Tool Mod to set them back a little bit because I wanted to hide the headboard, so you'll see that in a moment. And also ignore the dog. The dog is just stood in the bed. It is there for most of this build. I do apologise. It didn't want to move, so it's just chilling there. So this Danish pastel style I absolutely love. I talked about it in my last build because it was also a Danish pastel style, but I did a bathroom. And again with this one I wanted to create something that was a slightly odd shape. So we have the cubbyhole bed section, and then I do change the rectangle shape that's on the outside of the bed. I do change that slightly also. So here you can see I've done it so it goes up against it. I went off stream to do the tool mod stuff because I didn't want to sit and do that on filming, because it just takes way too long using tool mod sometimes. I do want to do a video. Somebody I watch, I'm sorry, I can't remember your name. I can't remember anybody's name. I am terrible. You commented on my video talking about what mods I use, and you also make videos, so I will link them down below. I am a silent watcher. I don't like commenting. I feel weird commenting on people's videos. I feel like I'm trying to get attention or something, and I'm like, I'm not. So I very rarely comment on people's videos, but I will link your channel down below because I really love watching your videos. So I'm just really in love with the Danish pastel look, or just using colours in my builds, which is really odd because I'd say like about a year ago, like before I started filming for YouTube, and even at the beginning of filming for YouTube, my builds were very bland. And when I say bland, I mean just like all the same colour, very beige, or I'd go like all dark woods or light woods. There's barely any colour or just one pop of colour. And some people, like, it looks really good. To me personally, I really like the colour and it makes me happy. And before it didn't, whereas now I'm just like getting older, I'm like, colour makes me feel young again, and it really does make me happy. So this is also quite a large bedroom. It's like a bedroom, office, gamer section. So I have a little sofa in here also, as well as like the desk area, and then also a little wardrobe area with a mirror. And I did also do a fully functional dog bed using a beanbag. Again, it's using the basement trick. I've done videos doing full-size beds, size down, put them in the basement, and put the dog bed inside of it, and your dog looks like it's on a little mini bed. It's super cute. So yeah, I have videos on that also. So I'm just using tool mod on these cushions just to make them look like they're propped up. I don't know if this stops the couch being functional with the cushions. Again, I don't really play. I'm terrible at play testing unless I'm doing like a shorts video where I'm having to create a fully functional area. But whereas when I'm creating these rooms or houses for my long form content, I don't always check everything, which is stupid because I've made the bed fully functional, and if I was just doing it for looks, I could have just left it with the one bed in there. But I wanted to make it fully functional. So I'll play test that, but if not, the right hand side one, I ended up taking the cushion off, so that side is fully functional. I also went ahead and used this egg on toast or bread. I've never used this and I really wanted to use it, and I was like, this is the sort of perfect build for it, a bit of colourful, a bit of fun. And also this little poof ottoman thing, I wanted to make it look like a flower, and because of the shape of it, if you raise it up to an item, it sort of gives it the flower petal shape a little bit, as long as you only raise it up a certain amount. I think for my next build, I'm most probably going to make it a full house that is Danish pastel themed. It's also called Pinterest aesthetic. I mean, Pinterest aesthetic is a wide variety of things depending on what your board is, but loads of people were calling this Pinterest aesthetic. But then I was seeing other things like that were like Scandinavian style or something else that I don't know what the style is called, and it was called Pinterest aesthetic. I think it's just because it's what's on people's Pinterest board, but then doesn't that mean everything is Pinterest aesthetic? Who knows? So you can see here I've changed the shape of the room. I've created a little bit of a diagonal there where the door is going to be. This might not fit everyone's builds, but you can always change the shape of rooms if you find them in the gallery and you need to change them slightly. Just go ahead and change what you need to change. Maybe like the look of the rest of the room or even one part of the room. You can always just download the whole room and change it up a little bit. And it took me forever to find which door I wanted because I was like, oh, it's too much of this colour, too much of that colour, but I ended up changing the colour of the lockers, and right near the end I do size them down also. I think I made the lockers yellow and end up using a pink door because I was like, oh, it's too much pink with having the pink door, but I wasn't quite sure on the green and yellow of this door. But I quite like this door. I like the arch because it matches the arch shape of the archway that's on the bed. These curtains, you will never see me not use these unless other curtains come out that are better than this. I love these curtains from the Desert Lux kit, and a lot of people will have these if you had the base game before it was free, because this became free for most people. And if you missed that, I'm so sorry. Yes, the Desert Lux kit was free for a short amount of time before the base game became free. Also, you might be wondering, where the hell did this mirror come from? I did this off filming because it's a bit of a nightmare, but this mirror is actually using the bed frame from the Pastel Pop kit and using tool mod to turn it, and the back absolutely looks awful, so I've just filled it in with a wall around it, and you can just see it's like a chimney breast because it looks really bad on the other side. But yeah, I really like these wavy mirrors, and I was like, I need to find a way to create a wavy mirror because it's really annoying that there is no item. This is the only item I could think of that had a wave to it. So if you can think of something else that has a wave to it that could work, that's a bit more flat and not have a bed on the other side, that's why you can see that little room on the other side that has the other half of the bed in. The many beds, because it's a lot of beds. I also do a little bit of decorating off camera. I like to do this at the end because I just feel less pressure. I don't know why when I'm filming I feel pressure. I think it's more because I know I'm doing a speed build and I don't want to just sit for hours and hours just scrolling through the catalogue, because I sit and scroll for a very, very long time, and I don't think you guys want to see me just sit and scroll because I'm just trying to find items. So I end up cutting out a lot of that and just do that at the end and add more detail. As you can see here, loads of things just popped up. And the artwork that you see here is from the gallery. It is no CC, just search. I think I searched like pastel art in the gallery and these came up. I end up also getting rid of the corner shape. I sort of liked it because it made the room a little bit more interesting, but I couldn't think of what to put on this. So I ended up getting rid of the side piece of the desk, and I think I just put a little trolley there. I love using trolleys to fill in a little bit of space. It makes me so happy. I want a little trolley so bad, but I have nowhere to put it right now. I am currently decorating. It's a very slow process because decorating costs a lot of money. So at the minute I'm just painting my room and getting a few little items sold and out the way so I can get some newer items with the money that I get from selling the items I already own. So I use the bathroom clutter kit in this. Again, I don't know whether to recommend this kit. I only got it for the things that are on the desk. The little drawer units are super cute and I love the colours. But other than that, I'm like, I don't know if it's worth it. Like, so if you don't want them, maybe don't get it. So I had a spare £5, so I was like, I'm going to treat myself to it. And because I make content, I thought I'm going to go ahead and get it. I don't even have all of the packs. I don't have some of the kits and I don't have some of the stuff packs. I think I'm missing like 3 or 4 stuff packs and quite a few of the kits. I don't have any of the clothing kits, and I don't have the country kitchen kit because it's so similar to cottage living. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into the little walkthrough. So let's jump into this room tour. We've got a lovely pink door. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. So when we go in, this is the first thing you see. I've got my sim in there, my dog just chilling down there. So we have a cubbyhole bed, and I have a tutorial on how to do this. It is a little bit complex because beds can't be put next to archways. So that first bed that you see, because that's two beds together, isn't actually usable, and your sim will just walk through it. So many people are like, just put BB Don't Move objects on and put it next to the door. It doesn't work like that. Sadly, I wish it did. But yeah, down here to my right, I have lockers that I have sized down. I have seen this in a couple of people's rooms, and it looks super, super cute. I'm going to say it might have like clothing in that in. I do have a clothing rack, so your sim still can access the clothing, but we'll just say it's like extra clothes. The little wavy table and this wavy rug here, and I've got some beautiful cushions on there. This little section can't be sat on because there's cushions. There is a way to make it usable by putting these things in the basement and raising them up, but it's more hassle than it's worth. So you can sit on the other side, it's fine. A few things from the pastel pop kit also, and I decided to do this full wall curtain even though the window is only there. I just thought that looked pretty cool. And got lots and lots of artwork on the walls. A lot of these Danish pastel rooms always have tons and tons of artwork, so I really wanted to incorporate that. So over here we have a mirror area, this wavy mirror, and lots of candles, lots of artwork, and a totally usable dog on a beanbag chair. Dog bed on a beanbag chair. And then here is the main desk area, and I did do a gaming computer. I sort of wish the pink was a slightly different pink, or it was a different colour, but the other colours didn't match too well. This is the one that matched the most. And then I got a few pieces of art off the gallery, which is no CC. Just type in no CC art and you will get these pieces of art that have the black frames on them. And, oh, I didn't realise you could see that under there. I might need to raise it up once more. I was trying to make it look like candles. It is technically like some seaweed stuff. Got a cart here, and I added some daisies in there. And then this is the bed, which behind it I've just done loads of cupboards as storage space. And this, I think, is fully functional still with that there, because these cupboards, your sim can just walk through them. Same with the bit that's around the base of the bed, the sim can just walk through them. And this is actually a little poof ottoman thing, and I wanted to make it look like a flower, so I didn't raise it all the way up, so it sort of has flower petal shapes. But it's very, very colourful. But that is it for this build. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!